Have you ever wondered the identity of that elusive, enigmatic, and divine presence, the great and mystical True God of Spore? Yep, that's him. First of all, we need to dive into the scrolls of faith. There are 9 of them, and we could sell them for 450,000 Spore bucks. But this time we need these scrolls not for money, but for wisdom. Scroll of Faith 1. The questions of a million years oppress us. Who am I? Why was I made? What is my purpose? What is the purpose of the universe? Shall I survive after death? Can I be happy? Scientists can only tell us about forces and matter. Philosophers chase each other in circles. None of them can really answer the questions that we really care about. Scroll of Faith 2. Only Spode has the answers. Follow the law of Spode and all shall be clear. Faith in Spode quiets all doubt. Spode tells you why you exist, assures you that you have a purpose, tells you how to behave, and assures you of eternal happiness. Those opposed to Spode say that there is no evidence for any of these assertions. But what evidence is needed, beyond the joy in the hearts of those who follow Spode? It's natural for the followers of Spode to wish to spread this joy. This is why we engage in missionary work and in conquest, so that more of Spode's creatures can be brought to Spode's truth. That is why we are vigilant against those who do not accept the truth. If false doctrine causes a follower to doubt, that person's eternal happiness is in jeopardy. In order to free ourselves from doubt, we strive to eliminate all who reject Spode's word. Spode's greatest enemies are the Grogs, and those who believe in the false gods that will come. The Grogs are a machine race incapable of understanding the word of Spode. They are a blasphemy in machine form. The Grogs prevent us from shining the light of Spode on the center of the galaxy. On the day of reckoning we shall destroy them in Spode's holy name. The god that will come is a false deity. If this god exists at all, this is a demon bent on preventing Spode's worship. Whenever you encounter his followers, you should know you have encountered an enemy. Love Spode and follow his truth, otherwise your life is meaningless. So we know from the scrolls that this creature needs to be at the center of the galaxy, have power, and hate the Grogs. I know one guy who suits perfectly, and that is... Steve! No, it's actually not. Steve is the god that will come, but we will discuss him in the next video. So what about Spode? What about Spode's iconic eye? Oddly, Spore itself doesn't have an eye. The so-called eye is simply a symbol associated with religion. In a Galactic Adventures mission, where we assist Pastor Faloha, we encounter Spode's true emblem, a star. Look at the necklace and monument. In this same mission, Spode's church also displays the star symbol. At the end of the mission, you can see thunder that kills the Black Claws after Faloha and his followers finish a prey. So it's someone who is not present here right now, but someone who can interfere when called. The important moment is that the prey in the church had to be finished first. I think this is important. This creature is really godlike. The Black Claws killed many followers without any consequences until this prey. So we can conclude that Spode isn't here as something materialistic. I wasn't lucky in my gameplay, but one of the Zealot missions is to bring a creature that they think is the pet of Spode. I wasn't lucky with this quest, but you can double check this information on the internet if you don't believe me. And we can make a conclusion that Spode exists in physical form. Also, Spode has tentacles, as has been mentioned. Yes, I've heard legends that this refers to the galaxy's arms as well, but no, it's just tentacles. I think it would be strange for Maxis to just forget to create a creature that is so important in the game, wouldn't it? Actually, they didn't. Meet the debug squid. It's actually the first creature that was made in Spore at all. Makes sense as for the god. No actual version exists in the game, but it does exist. Tentacles, yes. Also here as this kind of squid. Center of the galaxy, actually possible, but this creature is on a much higher level than just being in the center. It's beyond. How else could we explain the thunder after a finished prey in the mission with Pastor Faloha in any location? And it actually makes sense for Steve to be in the center. You know, the Grogs protect Steve. and they are enemies. Steve protects something bigger, and by this logic, they need to be enemies too. By the way, count edges on the head of Squid and the symbol of Spode. That's it. Bye!